What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the PG Sports Podcast. Today, our special guest is Derrick Walton. He'll be joining us soon. Talk about everything that's going on now. The NBA. What's up, O'Neal? Let me send this to him now. We're going to have Derrick Walton on today. About to send him to live now to tell him to join in. And yeah, we're going to talk about his career at Michigan, his playing in the NBA so far, what's going on right now with coronavirus. And yeah, we'll see what's good. We'll see what's good today. They had the meeting with the president the other day about when sports are going to come back. Probably not for a while. NFL might be getting be playing on time. We don't know yet though. Even though they said it. Virtual drafts are coming up. Virtual NFL draft, virtual WNBA draft. It's coming up. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with that. It's a very interesting time right now. Yeah, so today we're going to have Derrick Walton on. He's in the NBA. Tomorrow we're going to have my boy Carlos on. Wednesday we're going to have Quincy Amarikwa on. Thursday we are going to have Christina Williams on of Girls Talk Sports. Friday we're going to have Anthony Taylor. He's a Bellator fighter. He just went viral in his last fight. Did the little rock move. It's cool. I'll pull that up when he comes on too on Friday. Is that Friday? Yeah. Friday I'm also going live with the graphic designer that created my logo. So that'd be pretty cool. Who is this? Locking you in. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Just waiting for our guest today, Derrick Walton of the NBA. He'll be coming on soon. If anyone wants to join beforehand, let me know. Full circle. Here he is.
What up, my boy?
Yo, what's up? How's it going?
Good, man. How you?
Pretty good. How's everything going considering Corona?
Man, trying to stay as active as possible, trying to find stuff. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
Yeah, I feel you. How you been like staying in shape and stuff?
Man, push-ups and sit-ups been crazy. I done pushed up. As you can see, I ain't had no haircut in probably like, oh my God. Yeah, it's crazy out here, man. But no, man, trying to find a little consistent routine. It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, I feel you. Where are you at?
Right now, I'm in Michigan. Right now.
Yeah, is it bad out there?
There ain't no stores open. As far as like it's like essential stores like CVS and everyday stuff you need. But like outside of that, it's not really much, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, I feel you. Yo, I'm just pinning this comment. Oh shit.
What's going on your way? Where you at right now, man?
I'm in Connecticut. So we've been on lockdown for this is like the 4th week, so it's getting kind of weird now. Yeah, it was crazy. I remember I think it was March 11th. Is that when the NBA shut down? It was on March.
Yeah, that's early March. I can't remember, bro. I feel like
Yeah,
it's real, bro.
I just remember that night, and I remember hearing it, and I was just like, all right, shit's about to get weird. Because once the sports league started coming down, that never happened before.
Yeah.
Someone said, what's your favorite memory in the NBA so far?
I went to the playoffs my rookie year. We went to the playoffs in Miami, but I mean, that's probably the most fun. I mean, I don't know. It's a lot of stuff that's fun, bro. I can't. It's hard to put a most or like best on stuff like that. That type of question.
Yeah, what about I saw you're from Michigan and you got to play for the Pistons for a minute. What was that like?
It was different, bro. It was different. It like first time in my like pro career, I never used the GPS. Like I knew everywhere I was going. It was crazy.
Yeah, so were you a Pistons fan growing up?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Probably when I was like 10, 11, when I finally was old enough to know what was going on, I became yeah.
So that's dope then.
Yeah.
What about I know you went to Michigan. So was that also your dream school?
I didn't have a dream school going. I mean, I guess Kentucky was my dream school, but like when that didn't pop like I thought it would, I mean, I just kind of I always had a Michigan based family. Like everybody in my family loved Michigan, but like I mean, I guess you could say that's the closest to my dream school.
Yeah, what about like I'm not from Michigan, so how close is Michigan and Michigan State? Are they close to each other?
Like an hour. Like an hour.
What's the hardest part about the transition from college to the pros?
For me, it was, I think, just for the most part, I think it was just having so much more free time outside of stuff, like not having class, trying to make sure you're doing as much as possible, most productive stuff you could do possible in your free time, and then obviously the athletes is completely different. So it was like the basketball stuff is like it's hard to describe, but like off the court, it was just having more free time. Not really having nobody tell you what you can and can't do. It was kind of like you had to figure out on your own.
Yeah, I feel like I hear a lot of guys say they got a lot of free time.
Like practice only so many hours out the day, games so many hours out the day.
So that's why people aren't really as busy as they think that, or they say they are.
Nah, I wouldn't say that though, because it's taxing though. It's taxing.
Yeah.
I remember I had a regimen where like after every practice, I would probably like just eat and go straight to sleep.
Yeah.
But then after that, like you either go back to the gym or you figure something out.
Gotcha. Someone said, what do you miss most about college basketball?
More so my like teammates. My teammates and I are real close. We still close.
Yeah.
But I just seeing them every day. So like the dudes I had to go through a lot of like real life situations with, or like the toughest times with, probably the ones I miss the most for the most part. I don't miss like class or nothing like that though.
Yeah, I don't think anybody does. What's your favorite pregame meal?
Salmon. I'm a salmon and pasta dude every time. Every time.
Every game?
Yeah, nah, I don't like mix it up. My pasta, salmon, or small snack like a peanut butter and jelly. I don't really mix up.
Yeah, sure. Favorite memory at Michigan?
I think for the most part, bro.
Thanks, Jeff.
I think like winning the Big Ten tournament was cool. Like you can't really reenact that again. Like that's harder than people think it is to do.
Yeah, you got that ring?
My mom got it. She not letting me. I think I tried to get it a couple weeks ago. She wouldn't let me. I don't even know where it's at. She got it though.
What do you think Michigan will be next year? How do you think they will be next year? They said.
I think they exceeded expectations. I think they're gonna be a lot better with time because it's like I think the way college work is just a lot of stuff. With each year, it's just like he's gonna be, or Jawan, of course, gonna be a better coach next year. And then there's a lot of stuff I'm pretty sure he want to make his own way that he, haven't got to do. So it's like, with each year, I think they'll get better. They're gonna recruit good always, and then of course they're gonna always have, really.
Yeah. Do you hear? I think you just cut out for a second, but I think you're there. You're there.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, gotcha. You still go back there in the off season to train?
Man, I haven't trained at Michigan in a minute. I think the last time I was there was I went up there for a game this year, and then the last time I worked out up there. Now we got this thing where like All-Star Weekend, all of the former dudes is we go up there and usually play or like just kick it. But we don't really I don't really train up there. It's too far. Like where I be at is like too far, bro. It's too far.
Yeah, so I was gonna say, where are you? How far is Michigan from your house?
I would consider myself having two houses. So from my other house, probably like 50 minutes. From here, probably like hour 15. I'm not driving hour 15.
Yeah, I got it.
Nah.
Really? Someone said, I heard Coach B is one of the most fundamental base coaches around. Is that true? Did that coaching style work well for you?
Yeah, I think for me it helped me a lot because like it just allowed me to stay sharp at all the little stuff, and then overall it was just good because I just knew every day I would get better at something, or like I would be sharpened at something. So like it was good for me.
I think Jay Howard will improve year over year as a coach.
Yeah, I agree. That's what I say. I think like each year he's gonna get better and better because it's like the first time him being a head coach. And plus, he a player coach. He was a player, and then he a coach that like knows what pushes and what don't work for players. So it's like it's the perfect scenario for a guy like that. And then plus he an alum, so it's like he got everything in his favor. I don't think it's hard for him. It's hard for me to imagine him losing in that situation.
Yeah, yo, I can't imagine being like even if you weren't a senior, just like not going to the tournament, and you're predicted to go.
Bro, I can say the stuff that's going on right now with the dudes, because it's like this dude that went to college for like 4 or 5 years that never get to experience the tournament and never get to experience like March. Like March is a whole different game of basketball, and that's what I think is the most messed up. Opposed to the dudes that's like getting ready to make the NBA jump, they don't get to do the pre-draft, all that stuff. I think this time is crazy, man. This time is crazy.
Yeah, I think the factors like people aren't really even thinking about like this is gonna change everybody's like life and career, even sports and non-sports in general.
Yeah, bro.
Because like it might make some athletes not even go back maybe or like they were talking about like not having the combines and stuff. Like, and I know some players get picked off of the combine.
Yeah, bro.
It's crazy.
I don't know. That's all this stuff crazy. I just don't imagine life going right back to normal when everything is supposed to, come back.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if sports are coming back this year. I think they secretly didn't say it yet.
I mean, life is crazy. Life is crazy. That's all I can say. Like, bro, it's hard to think about sports right now. Like, I'll just think about staying in shape just because it's like a part of my lifestyle. But like, sports was like the last thing on my mind. Like, just doing regular stuff again. Like my people being able to, it's bigger.
Yeah, I know you went overseas and played too. So what was that experience like?
Crazy. Crazy. The craziest thing I ever did. Like, I've been over to Europe in high school but it was always for like small periods of time. I think I was over there for like a little over, was it 6 months like that? It's crazy.
Why was it so crazy?
Just a total different style, bro. Totally.
They're just talking different languages too.
Yeah, I mean, not even just that. It's just overall just crazy. Just in every sense of the word, like culture shock. I could say culture shock.
What knowledge would you give an incoming freshman that is transfer or not transferring? Well, I don't know why they said transferring. Transitioning from high school to college.
Stay in the gym. It sounds cliche. That's the way. Stay in the gym. It's like, if you're not one of those guys, it always come down to little things. It always come down to being the most prepared. Like in every transition that you make in life or in basketball, in a sense, it's just like the more prepared you are or the harder you work at it, it's going to always fall in your favor. So the best, it sounds cliche, but like it sounds so easy, but it's like the hardest thing to do. Like the harder you work, the easier it becomes.
I've been seeing people ask this question a lot. Who's the hardest player you ever guarded?
In my entire life?
Yeah. Let's go college and then pro.
College? Oh man, that's so many games, bro. I'm trying to think. Too many we play. I mean, probably damn, stuff. I can't think of that, bro. That's too many games. So many games. Like it comes from college to NBA. Like there's so many games, bro. That's so many games. But in pro, easily in the NBA, easily Kemba Walker. It wasn't even close.
All right. Who inspired you? I'm assuming they asked who inspired you to play basketball.
My dad. Obviously, my dad played. But like everybody go along when you go on the journey for this long, there's so many people that inspire us in different ways.
Mm-hmm.
Always had like ever since my time in India, I always had good vets. That was cool. That was good. I had teammates and siblings, and I don't want to say siblings, brothers that I call brothers. That's good. So many people, like, but obviously still to this day, the people I talk to are still my most inspiring people, like my dad and everybody else that helped me.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, someone said you had the most fire than anybody I've seen during the games. Thank you. Keep it hot in the NBA.
The fire, as far as like just
I'm assuming
that. Oh yeah, I appreciate it.
I think they might be talking about your swag.
Oh yeah. It just come with it. It come with it.
Yeah, what was that like too? You were sponsored by. They were sponsored by Jordan while you were there, right, in Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys got all the exclusives. You said no.
No, I got one pair of retros when I was in college.
So it's the football players. I get it.
Yeah, I got the 13s, and I sold them. I sold them for probably like $1,800. That was so much money when I was in college, bro. I was like, I had the shoes.
I don't know. I think it was the football players. I seen them on TikTok posting all the stuff they've been getting. Nah,
bro, I didn't get none of that stuff. I didn't get the 5s. I didn't get none of that stuff, bro. All I got was the 13.
Let's see. Favorite high school game you played in?
I had a game where I had 47. I had 47 in high school, but I missed like 8 or 9 free throws. So that's probably my favorite game.
I like this question. What's your favorite sport out of basketball?
Soccer, by far.
Okay. What do you watch primarily?
I don't watch it, but I play the game. I'm nice at the game.
Oh, FIFA?
No, I'm nice. I'm nice for sure.
You've been playing video games a lot now?
Bro, I ain't played this many video games ever, bro. Like, this is crazy. Like, I get like, I think all my homeboys that's probably on here, bro, we play the video game till probably like 4 in the morning, bro. And then just, I'm on 2K heavy right now, though. I'm on 2K with it.
Oh, you think you could have beat Harrison Barnes since he got 40 piece?
No, I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it.
Oh, so he lost by 40, so everyone was ragging on him.
To who?
Who did he lose to? I don't know. I forgot. I gotta look it up.
He trashed that. That's
bad. Yeah, everyone's going crazy.
That's bad.
Actually, Drummond beat DeMarcus Cousins by a lot last night. I heard Drummond's really good.
You gotta be bad to lose by 40 in 2K.
Pretty much. I don't know who this is. Xavier Sampson wants to challenge you one-on-one.
That's a real thing?
Yeah, I don't know. Is that you know that person?
Yeah, he's point guard at Michigan right now. I don't know what to say to that. Like, I don't know what to say. Like, okay.
So I'm assuming this is Josh Davis. He said was the hardest player he guarded. Who
was the hardest player? Josh Davis guarded?
No, I think he said he's the hardest player he guarded. Josh Davis.
Nah.
Is that your old teammate or something?
Nah, that's my homeboy.
Oh, gotcha. They said, are you practicing social distancing?
No, I would say yeah, in the sense of like in social settings, but like my homeboys or like my mom, man, no, I'm not doing no. My space is my space. I'm not gonna go into somebody else's space or like I'm not at the store just being reckless, but like I would say I'm the people I've always been around is the people I'm still around. I'm not.
Yeah, you're being essential.
Yeah, like I'm not.
Essential things only.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel weird going outside, to be honest. It's kind of weird.
I ain't go outside for like a week. Outside, didn't even feel right. I just went back.
Yeah, the first time, and I'm in an apartment, so when I opened the door handle, I was just like my hand was like feeling like tingly.
Bro, I walked
was
outside,
like,
the sun hit me. I'm like, yo, I ain't been out here in a minute.
yeah, it's freaking weird. I know you sort of already answered this, but they said best shooter you ever had to play against.
Against or with?
Yeah, against.
I mean, dude, like Dirk or like Reddick. Like, dude, man, they serious, bro.
Yeah. What about, was there anyone that was like that you played against or played for that got like super hot and you were just like, holy shit? Or what about like at college? You played like a lower tier team, and you didn't know, you guys didn't know the players, and then somebody just like went off.
I think my senior year, dude got, but I don't think no one's ever scored like 30 on our school. But like, dudes definitely get, they get numbers, but like we win the game, so it's kind of like like wash. So it's like
I feel like that happens when it's a mismatch, and it's like there's always that one player, but then they might have took like 40 shots.
Oh no, for sure, getting them up.
Yeah. All right, they're talking about tacos in the NBA.
Taco.
Why are people obsessed with tacos in the NBA?
They probably talking about taco. I don't know.
No, I think they're talking about because LeBron the Taco Tuesday.
Wow.
Come on. Those are some. I don't know about those questions. My coach at Michigan camp. Oh, someone said you were his coach at Michigan camp.
Can't even see. I got it like far, bro. I'm trying to make sure I don't.
Yeah, what's your favorite food? What's your favorite cheat meal?
Chicken nachos every time.
Chicken nachos? All right.
Every time.
You ever have buffalo chicken nachos?
Nah, I ain't coming buffalo chicken nachos.
You don't like buffalo chicken?
Can't come that. No. I don't do those. No.
What?
Nah, I'm not that, sir.
What about, you like pizza or not?
I don't really like that either. I'm not crazy about none of that stuff.
You never had pizza, you said?
No, I'm not crazy about it. I had pizza before, but I ain't like crazy about it. Like, I don't know. I'm eating chicken before I'm eating pizza every time.
Baron Davis or Gilbert Arenas?
My personal, I like Baron Davis. I'm gonna pick Baron Davis, but like Gilbert Arenas an animal too, though.
What about, have you been checking out any of those lives that it was like Lil Jon and T-Pain the other day? They just played their greatest hits and then people like vote on it.
Nah, I didn't watch none of them, but like my homeboy was like watching one. He's watching Manny Fresh and Scott Storch.
Okay.
But I mean, nah, I'm not sitting there listening to that. I heard they on there 4-5.
I mean, yeah, you could just go listen to the song anyways.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. No, sir.
Monty Morris or Trey Burke? They love asking you these kind of questions, huh?
I don't know, bro. I don't know why. But right now, I don't know. I'll probably pick Trey though. I know what Trey capable of.
Have you been to Maize and Blues Deli in Ann Arbor?
I feel like I have, but I feel like it's been a long time since I've been up there. Like, probably since like my junior year of college. I don't know.
So you don't. So what's your favorite? What's your diet on a regular basis? The food you eat.
I'll just go like. I think for the most part, when I'm like really on it like heavy, I just try to stay away from like a lot of fried stuff. I stay away from like when I come home for holidays, I don't even eat. Only day I really go pig out is like Thanksgiving. But other than that, like when I come home, my mom and them make food I don't like eat. Majority, I just like I do fish. I'm gonna do a fish salad. I'm gonna pasta. I don't really do the crazy stuff. Not when I'm in season. No, not when I'm in season.
Gotcha. Who is? Let's see. I'm trying to figure out. Oh, Trey Young beat Harrison Barnes.
Oh, okay.
At 40. Yeah. What do you think about this whole what do you think about them trying to formulate the horse competition? Like that's gonna be apparently live.
And also weekend or right now?
No. Like right now, they're trying to plan something out where it's they're at their home gym playing horse.
I'll be honest with you, bro. I really don't watch TV, bro. I never.
Me either. I don't have cable.
I really
I
don't.
just hear it all on social media.
I really don't. I swear, I'm not even being funny. I'm not a TV guy. I can't sit and watch TV all day. I can't do it. I gotta really be I watch YouTube. I listen to podcasts and stuff. I can't really sit and watch TV no more, bro. I don't know why. It happened when I was got to college. I never could watch TV for a long time. So right now, I'm probably out of touch with all the stuff that's going on with ESPN. I don't watch none of that.
Yeah. No, I feel you. I mean, I haven't had cable in 4 years now, so I don't even miss it because I just follow everything on social media, anyways.
Yeah. I don't really watch. I can't do it no more, bro. Somebody told me that they was playing 2K on ESPN. I was like, I didn't even know they was doing that.
Well, yeah, I mean, in reality, I don't understand how people watch it on Twitch and stuff. I just don't get the. I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that.
I mean, esports is crazy right now.
What things you like and don't like about what do you say?
Sports, your agent or sports agency?
What do I like? What do I don't like?
Trying to get them in trouble or something.
Yeah. They cool, bro. I think they cool.
Or a better one is how did you go about picking your agent?
I just sat down with 3 or 4 agencies and I just tried to get a feel. I just didn't want nobody that I think was telling me what I wanted to hear for the most part. I just tried to decipher who was going to be honest with me, who had the best plan, and overall who could just provide the most for me in a sense.
Yeah,
I didn't ask for nothing crazy. That's all I really asked for. Just be straight up.
Mm-hmm.
And, when it's time to make decisions, let's lay everything out and then let's make the best decision.
Yeah. What's your thoughts on social media is obviously huge now. I'm assuming it was a little bigger for you. You're 25, right?
Yeah, 25.
So, but I mean, it's getting bigger and bigger. These players that are getting gassed up that are in high school that might not even eventually become anything because either one, their head's too big and they're not practicing, staying in the gym like you were talking about before, and just I've seen a lot of kids recently just not or they go D1 and then they're nothing anyways. They might have just been a social media act.
I mean, my thing is this though. I think at the end of the day, it always none of it. You can't get everything out of everything that you're gonna do in one city. It always takes time. Everything takes time. So it's the dudes that put the work in is the dudes that usually come out the most successful. So the social media stuff is gonna always be around just because everybody's looking for the next big thing. That's just how I'm pretty sure that's how social media started. Who can be the first to find the next thing and put it out there? So it's gonna always be around. It's just, for the player, it's easy for you to just keep your head down and work. You can watch it, but don't get kind of consumed in it.
Yeah,
I got it for the most part.
Someone said you should start a podcast.
Nah, I really think about it though. I really think about it. Honestly, I'm thinking about doing it for real. No, seriously, because I think it's the best for players. It could be the best thing for players. And I don't want to put a limit on it. My only thing with a podcast is I don't want to have a lane. I want to make sure I can just touch everything I like to touch. A couple days or a week or so ago, I'm just on live with dudes that's from Detroit that do music, and I just kind of know. I wouldn't say I know, but I can only imagine how hard it is having talent and then not having somebody that can help you get discovered by the right people. So it's I do stuff like that, or I just got dudes that just was famous around Detroit, or older coaches, or just people with wisdom, or always something that they can provide. So it's I want to do a podcast, but I don't want to just stay in one lane. I want to do whatever I want to do. So that's why it's hard for me to be like, to like get it started. But I think I'm gonna really do it though.
Yeah. No, I feel you. I created my podcast. Well, I count this one as a podcast now too because I rip it after. But this is just due to Corona, basically. So it's kind of funny. But my regular podcast is called Average to Savage, and I I made it that title so I could have anybody on it besides that, like not just athletes.
Yeah, see, that makes sense. Like,
Yeah. Like I
want to do what I want to do on there. Like, I don't want to
yeah.
like put a lid on nothing. I don't want to put a cap on nothing. I want to do whatever I want to do on mine.
Yeah, like I had like authors, entrepreneurs, rappers, actors, actresses, whatever.
Yeah, see, that's the type of stuff I'm on. I'm still trying to think of a name. I'm trying to think of who am I gonna go, like who gonna be a host or co-host with me. Like I got an idea, but it's still some like staples I need to like make sure I got locked down.
Yeah, for sure. I would say recommendations is definitely not do like a solo one.
Nah.
Like you could do a solo interview like one-on-one like this, but I'm saying like it's really hard to do a podcast like totally by yourself, just talking for like 30 minutes, 40 minutes. Mm-hmm. And it's kind of weird too because you're just talking to yourself basically.
That's why I said I'd rather do like in college. My homeboys, all my teammates had a podcast, but like it was only a audio. I want to do a visual. I want to do a video audio because like that's the only way it feel the most natural. Like it sounds like scripted if you like just reading off a paper or like I just want to sit there and kick it with somebody, and then like we can have different conversations, talk about different topics, different issues or experiences. It's like it can go so many ways. That's why I'm just like really trying to take my time with it before I just like just put it out there.
Yeah. The other thing I always tell people too when I before we start recording, I'm just like, yo, I want you to talk like natural. Like I don't care if you swear or anything. Like obviously people aren't gonna say like start going crazy, but I'm saying like if you just say like shit in your sentences, like who cares? Like they said, what's your gamer tag? You play Xbox or PlayStation?
No, I'm a PlayStation dude. My name is like I think my name D-Walt10. Like pretty sure everything I got going on is DW10 in some way. So it's like D-Walt10. Probably gonna get on there as soon as we get over here.
Someone said I'll engineer your podcast for you.
I appreciate that. I'm gonna have to look into that. I don't really know the logistics and adjust all that, so I would need some help with that.
Oh yeah, I got some tips. You heard of Zoom?
Yeah, I did a Zoom a couple days ago, man.
Yeah, super easy to use, and you can record on there too, so it's dope.
Yeah, I did a Zoom like 3-4 days ago. Yeah.
Someone said what's the hardest part about being in the NBA?
Buying what you need, not what you want. The best thing I can say. Like that's the hardest part. Like, do I really need this or do I want it? So like, that's what I can sit back and tell them.
Yeah, I feel you. What was your first big purchase?
What's your definition of big purchase? My definition of big purchase could be different.
Well, all right. So, what was like the first thing you bought? Like you got your first NBA check.
I think the first thing I got when I first got a little chunk of change, I bought a car.
All right. Yeah. Someone once told me like, I remember I asked him, but he thought in his life, and he was just like, when I was like 15, I bought an Xbox 360.
Nah.
so that was pretty funny.
I think that's the biggest purchase I've had so far. Yeah.
That's dope. What games he play? 2K? Yeah, 2K. Then you say, you play 2K, right?
I'm 2K. I'm FIFA. I don't really play that Auto no more. But like I'm heavy on 2K FIFA. I'm trying to find something like Mortal Kombat or something, man. Something.
Who do you use in FIFA?
I vary, bro. I go from. It depends on who I want to play. You want to play club? You want to play international? I just try to match up evenly. Like I don't really do that. I don't because I know for the most part I play online for the most part. So I'm like Division 2. Like I'm serious.
So if there's an NBA FIFA tournament, you're gonna try to join it?
For sure. I think the only person that could probably beat me is Josh Richardson. Josh Richardson is the only person that played it that beat me.
All right. What about have you played Chad Johnson in it?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, you got to play him. I don't know. He says he's the best.
Okay.
You know who Chad Johnson is, right?
Yeah, of course.
All right. Someone said, "Oh, what kind of car?"
Bought a car 3 years ago, so it was bought a 2-door Camaro SS. So, you know what I mean? Nice car.
What's your spell out your PlayStation again? Your name?
D-Walt 10, like the
Walt 10.
and then the number 10, like 10.
Yeah, just posted it for people. D that like that.
Yeah, that's me. I'm on there. I'm in there.
I know free NBA, you're gonna be like. Oh, these comments are hilarious.
Bro, I lose all my socks anyways. Like, the thing I always wanted out of everything was endless socks and like Under Armour tanks. Like the rest of the stuff is like replaceable, but like I still lose my socks. Yeah, I'm on Call of Duty too. I forgot I'm on Call of Duty. For sure, I'm on Call of Duty.
I hate Call of Duty. All my friends play, but
seriously, Call of Duty, bro. Tell you, I'm about to hit the gangs up right now and tell them we're about to get on after this.
Did you do any like jersey exchange with anybody?
I mean, yeah, I think the only person I was going to do one, we did like it was supposed to be me, Edmund Sumner, Monte Morris. I was gonna do one with him, and for the most part, like I forget about that stuff, bro. Like it be so much like going in my head. Like when it's the game over, you just say what up, and then you know what I mean.
Yeah, no, I feel you. Yeah, did you see that jersey? I saw when I was doing some research on you. They saw like how I think it was Mitchell Ness came out with the jerseys with the rappers in each state state I guess you'd say.
No, I didn't see that.
Here, I'm about to pull it up. Here, I think you might. It was like Big Sean, Pistons jersey.
No, I didn't see that.
Look.
No, I didn't see that. That's hard though. Wait, that's me. Hold on.
Yeah, that's you.
Nah, that's fire. I didn't see that before.
They're selling those.
Yeah. Let me go and talk to my people. I need my ends.
Yeah, it's dope. Yeah, you gotta get that.
Yeah, for sure.
You gotta rock that.
I'm gonna frame that joint. I got my high school jersey up. I got my Clippers jersey up. I got my other one upstairs. I gotta get that joint framed. That look clean.
Oh, that's what they asked. You got it on the wall. Could you show us?
Yeah, I mean, my trainer did it, bro.
It's right there. I'm tripping. I didn't even see it because of those words.
Yeah, it's like right there. No, it's right there. And then my high school joint right here. Yeah, man, you gotta show love to yourself, man. You gotta show love to yourself. I feel like I'm gonna be on live all day today, man.
Oh,
I don't know.
Who you think's going number 1 this year in the draft?
Now I see why dudes in the NBA, like when I ask old dudes about younger dudes, they be like, "Bro, I don't really watch the younger dudes. I'm so tired of what I got going on." So like, I want to say I know Melo. Me and Melo got the same people, so like I've kicked it with Melo. So that's some dude I watched. I think he's real good. What's the dude that played at Memphis that didn't get a chance to play the whole year?
Winston or Win?
Something like that. And then the dude from Georgia, and then the dude from Michigan. That's pretty much all the dudes I keep up with. Because like these are dudes I talk to, and like the dudes that's from Detroit that play somewhere. That's kind of all I know. I don't really know anybody else. So that's the only 3 dudes, or like the couple few dudes I don't know.
Yeah. I feel like the kid from Georgia, Anthony Edwards. I feel like he's kind of flying out of the radar.
No, I heard he's real. I heard he's real deal.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so he's like, I feel like he's not really on social media, or nobody's really talking about him on social. I'm just big into social media, as you probably could tell now.
Yeah.
So like, I haven't really seen much on him. Like even when I go on his page, like on Twitter, he has like 7,000 followers. I'm like, this guy's about to be the number 1 pick, and nobody's like talking about him. So that's why it's crazy.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like kind of talking about, like, there's a lot of kids that I've seen, like, they have big followings and then they go to D1 and they average like 2 points a game.
Yeah.
You're just not.
Yeah, I don't really comment on a lot of stuff, bro, because I never want to be a tabloid, bro.
Yeah. No, I feel I feel it. That's why I'm not saying any names either. I'm not saying
Yeah,
anything.
bro, I don't
just
blame
saying.
people. I don't want nobody getting in there and talk about me. I speak on what I know. What I don't know, I don't speak on. And what I got an opinion on, if it's controversial, I usually don't say it. Like, I just like to avoid all the extra stuff.
All right, what about what's something people don't know about you?
I'm a music head, bro. Like,
all right, what are you listening to now?
I listen to Lil Baby. I'm listening to a couple dudes from Detroit, like Rod Wave. I got a variety, but like one thing, I keep a speaker around every house I'm like everywhere I go. I travel with a speaker. You know what I mean? Like the speakers in every room in my house. It's like headphones everywhere. Like I just like love it. It's just I don't know why. It's part of everyday life for me.
You want to know who my favorite rapper is? Nelly.
Nelly? What? Nelly?
That's it.
Hey man, what? Nelly? What? Oh my god! I ain't saying nothing wrong with Nelly. I just didn't expect you to say Nelly.
Why would you think I was gonna say?
I was gonna think he was gonna say like Macklemore or like who else can rap?
I thought you were gonna say Eminem.
See, nah.
No, not
wrong
you.
with
I mean, I
Eminem,
thought you were
like,
gonna guess me, Eminem.
Eminem.
And you're from, and he's from Michigan, right?
Yeah, I'm from Michigan, but I ain't. Eminem project's too old for my ears. I want to say my ears, but like too. I ain't gonna listen to that. Eminem.
Yo, every time I say Nelly, it's always a crazy reaction.
Like, yeah, bro, like that's crazy.
Oh man,
people are asking some crazy stuff out there. I seen somebody ask me who harder to guard, Lou or PG. I'm gonna say Lou though, for sure, Lou. And somebody asked me, I make Kawhi laugh.
Can you make Kawhi laugh? I think I can make Kawhi laugh.
He a regular dude, bro. Like he just don't say if he don't got nothing to say, he just don't have nothing to say. Like people think he like a robot. Like he a regular dude. He just don't talk if he don't got nothing to say. Just like you wouldn't say nothing if you ain't got nothing to say. It's simple.
This is a good one. How old were you when like you knew you could go like to the NBA? Or like did you have an aha moment at Michigan?
I mean, the summers we always play with the pros, and I always could like hold my own. I play well, but I think realistically, when I like started to like feel like I really got really good at basketball, like I mean, people that know me will always say I was like good always, but like to me, I made the biggest jump was like my sophomore and junior year. Like the game just felt different then, like, and then obviously like my senior year, like I always knew I could play. It was just a matter of just doing it. But like sophomore year and junior year in high school, like I feel like my game just went to a whole nother level. It was crazy.
You watch boxing?
Nah. I can't watch boxing or football, bro. It's too long. Not enough going on.
So you like MMA?
I don't like that stuff. Yeah, that's too dangerous for me, bro. Like, ain't no limit to fighting. I understand ain't no limit to fighting, but come on, bro. Flying elbows, knees, I ain't getting into it.
So who else are you listening to, like music-wise?
I gave Moneybagg Yo a listen. I gotta give I listen to Baby, I listen to Gunna, I listen to dudes from Detroit. I listen to
Yeah, give me some underground rappers.
Well, they ain't
Unknown ones.
underground no more, bro. Like none of them underground. It's just a matter of who you talk to. Like
Well, I'm from Connecticut, so I don't know I'm not gonna know the Michigan rappers.
So many people, bro. Peasy, Sada. I listen to Babyface Ray. I listen to Doug. I give everything a shot unless it's just like, nah, I ain't getting it. for the most, like everybody said the same thing. Like I listen to all the same, like everybody listen to the same dudes. Like they all tough.
There you go. People are, all right, yeah, now people are putting them in.
Yeah, like Ice Wizard, I guess a dude named Vic. It's a lot of dudes that's out here. They got a different sound. That's what it is now.
Yeah, for your podcast, you want to like interview people?
Oh yeah, listen, bro. I'm gonna tell you right now. When I get the podcast going, it's up. I'll tell you right now, because I think I want to do a real camera. Like I'm gonna get a real camera. I'm gonna get a cameraman. Like it's gonna be serious. Like it's gonna be one of them things that's gonna be like when I'm done with, or like in my free time. Like I do that. Like so, I think I can do that. Like for a life outside or after. Like it come natural to me being able to communicate with people.
Yeah. What else do you like to do in your free time when it's not like limited as it is now?
This is how much I know I didn't do much or basketball, consume every day. I never had a hobby outside of basketball other than like video games and kicking it.
Yeah.
Like every time I don't have nothing to do, bro, like I literally just don't do nothing. Like I enjoy not having nothing to do. But like this is to the 10th hour, so now I'm looking for something to do.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, like I said, that's why it's crazy. Like I've been getting a lot of people just like on live or on my podcast or right now, so it's cool.
Where's the wine?
Where's the wine at?
Mine? Bro, I gotta listen, bro.
All right, so there you go. There's something. You're a wine drinker?
Oh, what? That's my dog right there too. Y'all don't understand. Listen. What I got over here? I went to the store yesterday. What'd I get? Bro, dude told me this is the best wine he had in the store. And it was $60. And I'm waiting to crack it up in June. I don't know what it say. What it say? Reveal? I'm gonna see what's going on, bro.
Something like that.
Yeah, man. $60 for some wine.
What is it? Cabernet?
Nah, I'm usually a blend dude. I'm a blend or I'm a Merlot. He's a Pinot. Or a Duckhorn.
Why didn't you pop it over for your birthday the other day?
There was other stuff going on my birthday. Hold on, man. Let me get my brother here, man. Send it to I got my little brother hoodie on today, so it's like I'm giving him some free promo, so I might have to, collect it.
What's this hoodie? Tell me about it.
He got a hoodie it's called Chase of the League. He got the little brand. I'm gonna see if he can hear it. It's fire though. It's fire though. Fire.
Oh yeah, that's what's his name, right?
Yeah, hey, Shotty, send it to me, please. I'm gonna tell you right now though, for $60, bro. $60. This
better be good.
It better be it. I ain't gonna lie. $60 for one bottle?
Well, haven't you cracked it open yet?
Wait, man. I don't know what I'm waiting on. I'm on my gallon challenge, man. I'm trying to, do some positive for a little minute.
Yo, you gotta listen to it was dope. Josh Hart had a wine sommelier on his podcast.
He had a who?
A wine sommelier on his podcast.
Oh, a sommelier. What you mean by like a dude that just know all wines?
Yeah, a master of wine.
Oh, like a master. Okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah. That shit was dope because it was a girl though. She I don't know what happened with the results, but it was like I think it was recorded in December and she found out in February if she became the master of wine. There's only like 80 something in the US and like 300 worldwide.
I didn't know the terminology for it. I was just like, you could tell me she was an expert at wine. You ain't had to do me like that on here.
Well, it's like, once you listen to the podcast, then you know. That's the only reason why I know. There's like level 1, 2, 3, and then like master.
Okay. I ain't know all that. My fault.
It teaches you learn something new every day.
Hey, man. Cool. What they talking about there, man?
What they say? What did you say?
I was seeing what they were talking about there.
Do you think the season will be back? I don't think the season will be back, sadly.
I think when it comes down to it, bro, it's about safety. So at some point where it started to defy the safety of the players, this is going to be like, nah, you can't do this. It's like, what are we doing right here? Like, what are we really doing is like the real question. That's all I'm saying. What do you say? I heard you play AU with Monte Morris at his trio. Yeah, we did. We played AU together.
Yeah, the other crazy rumor that I saw was like, yeah, let's move it to the Bahamas. I was like yeah, so then infect the Bahamas for no reason.
Again, I have no comment. I'm listening. Yeah. I'm an employee. I'm
Yeah.
not an employer, so these are not my decisions.
Yeah.
I just
These
know
are just Twitter rumors.
yeah, I just speak on behalf of the players. Like when it comes to safety, that should be first. That's all.
What is the city like with the pandemic? Crazy. I think it's crazy everywhere now.
Yeah, bro.
I mean, that's why it was weird when I was just seeing people that I know from California and they're acting like it's normal. And I'm like, yo, what are you guys doing?
Yeah, man. I know my people ain't playing those games. Like, I would say this. We not, like, extremely living in fear, but we moving with caution. It's a difference for me. Like, I don't want to just be out here just to try to avoid everybody I've ever known, but I ain't trying to infect nobody I've ever known, or, like, vice versa. So it's like, it's just being smart for the most part.
What about, were you personally getting, like, a little nervous when, like, a lot of NBA players started testing positive?
Man, when I first found out, bro, I was almost, I was scared. Because, like, the time between the contact is, like, it's never, like, you never know. And then, like,
Yeah.
you kind of, like, scare yourself in a sense, like, you don't know, like, you know what I mean? Like, then they start to say you don't know. There's no symptom. You can be asymptomatic. It's just, like, I just tried to move my head. So I just kind of, like, I had a dialogue with a trainer who had some insight or some knowledge. I'm good.
Yeah, I mean, that's why it was weird, too. Like, when some of the teams, there was only one player, two players, half the team. That's why it was just weird scenarios out here.
Yeah.
You were a beast when you got minutes on the Clippers. You got mad game.
Appreciate you, bro.
Someone asked for your autograph before, too.
I'm open to doing that, too.
Alaska without pandemic, I think. No, I think every state has it now.
Yeah.
I'm in New Jersey where it's really bad. Yep. Well, man, I appreciate you coming on and
Hey, man.
taking the time out of your day.
Of course, man. I ain't got nothing else to do. Might as well talk about something with somebody else. That's all I got when it comes to kicking it with my people anyways, other than the video games. Appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, let me know if you need help with the podcast. I'll be sure to help you.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to shoot you one. I need to bounce some ideas off you for sure.
Yeah. I started out, too, with, like, cheap-ass mic. Then I bought, like, a $100 one. Same shit. I mean, everything's pretty much the same. But now, like I said, now I'm doing the Zoom video. So that's taking the next level, I think.
Okay, bet. All right, man. All right, man. I appreciate talking to you. I'll be in touch, man.
You too. I'll see you.